Oh man, I am just so tired of losing all the time. I got to do something to win. I got to do something to win. Let me see if I can find any upgrades. I need to buy some upgrades. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hey, look at that. Jimmy A-Main uses those and he gets in the A-Main every time. I got to get some of those. Oh, wow. Oh, what's this? Oh, says here, Johnny Faster Racer. He uses these and he's faster than everybody. Oh man, give me some of those. Got to get some of those. Oh, wow, those things are chrome. They got to be fast. I got to get some of those. I'm going to get some more of these, some of that, some of this. That's going to, oh man, I'm going to be winning like crazy. Okay, order and submit. Let's see what's here. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I am going to be winning all the time. Hey guys, welcome to this video. We're going to talk a little bit about upgrades. When, why, how do we want to do upgrades? But before we get started, I wanted to say, if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell notification so that you get notified whenever we put up new video content. And leave us some comments. Let us know what you think of this video or past videos. Let us know if you have any ideas for new videos you'd like us to do. So going on to this video, upgrades. What are upgrades? Well, why do we do it? I personally enjoy working on my cars. I enjoy building cars, tearing them apart, working on them. I know a lot of other guys do too. But other racers, being racers, we're always trying to get faster. So a lot of times we may fall victim to claims by certain upgrades that they're going to make you faster, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But we're going to talk a little bit in this video about reasons to upgrade. One of the reasons that I put this video together is I see sometimes, the whole time I've been in this hobby, I've seen cases where people want to get into it. They buy a car, battery, motor, everything they need to go, and they get out on the track. They've not had any experience driving or anything. So it's a pretty good learning curve on learning how to drive. Believe me, I'm still not very good at this myself. But as they spend time at the track and they see faster guys going and they see things that the other guys have on their cars that are fast drivers, they tend to want to upgrade their cars, be more like the fast guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. But since they don't have the time in behind the steering wheel, a lot of times they get discouraged. You know, I've spent all this money on my car and I'm still not very fast. So they get discouraged and they wind up leaving the hobby. They wind up selling out. So that's what I'm trying to prevent. And that's one thing that we should all be trying to prevent. We should be trying to get people into this hobby and keep them there. So we're going to get into the subject of this video, upgrades. So here comes the first segment. So this first segment is on durability. There are times, now these cars, they have, a lot of these car companies have engineers that work on building these cars. They have teams that drive the cars before they ever come out to look for weak points and stuff and try to fix any issues that may come up. But there are still times whenever you may see a car has a certain area that maybe breaks a lot or maybe is a weak area in the car. And there are other companies that come along and will build a part or something that is more durable than what the stock part was. So upgrading for durability. If you have an area of your car that you break a lot, like maybe you might have a shock tower that you keep breaking. The way you're driving, you're crashing a lot and you're breaking the same shock tower over and over. So maybe it would be a good upgrade for you to get a stiffer or a better shock tower. Maybe somebody makes one that's out of a material that's a little more durable. So those kind of upgrades. Keep in mind, when I'm upgrading for durability, have I seen issues with that in the past? Have I had problems with that? Now, in the past, whenever I'm an old man, so I started in this sport back in the 80s, and we used to have a lot of issues back then, a lot of guys will tell you, with ball cups popping off. A lot of times you would get in a wreck in a race and a ball cup would pop off and the turn marshal would have to pop you back in. So we came up with some upgrades where the ball ends, instead of snapping onto the cup, we actually screwed them through the arm to make it more permanent, so there wouldn't be a ball cup there for it to pop off. So what happened? Well, we broke something else. That ball cup was kind of a safety. So we would wind up bending more arms, or we would wind up breaking more arms or bending more rods. So when you're upgrading a part for durability, look to see what kind of effect it may have on another part. Maybe the part that you're breaking is breaking because the stress there is actually saving another part on the car, if that makes any sense, a more expensive part on the car. So keep that in mind when you're upgrading for durability, if that makes any sense. Durability is a very good reason to upgrade your car, because you can't win if you're braking all the time. If you have the same area of the car braking a lot, look for ways to upgrade and improve the durability of that. Improve performance. It's another good reason to upgrade if you can verify that improvement. An example, there are a lot of companies that make a lot of parts that will make these cars faster, 100%, in the hands of the right driver. I'm not a very good driver. I wreck a lot. I know that. That's one of my biggest downfalls. If I put a bunch of parts on my car that's going to make it faster, but I'm still wrecking a lot, I may not see that improvement to my time. I need to work more on my driving style. So when you're upgrading your car and you're putting upgrades to improve your performance, ask yourself the tough questions. Am I driving good enough to be able to see that improvement? Now, sometimes it's going to be a yes, and sometimes it's going to be, well, maybe not. Maybe you need to work more on your driving. Maybe instead of upgrading your motor, you need to work on your bearings. Maybe your tire game. Maybe you're running on old tires and you need to get better tires before you could see the improvement that you put into your car into another place. So performance upgrades work in certain times, in certain hands. Ask yourself the tough questions before you spend the money on that. Am I going to see that improvement, or is there another area that I need to upgrade for? The cool factor. We all like our cars to look cool. Some parts, some upgrades that you see are just for that, just for the looks. And I'm not going to mention anything specific, but maybe that super different color plate that you're going to put on your car isn't really a performance enhancement, but it's going to make your car look really cool. And that's okay if that's what you're looking for. But if you are a person that's new to this hobby, keep in mind that maybe that's not a requirement that you really need to have to help keep your costs down. Maybe forego that cool, super looking doodad for later on down the line. Don't think that you have to have that to be able to win. And you'll see things come along that. Whenever I used to rebuild a lot of cars and stuff, and of course, chrome, everything has to be chrome on full-size cars. I always liked hot rods, muscle cars. I've got a 72 Chevelle. Love chrome. You got to have chrome, but chrome doesn't really affect the performance of the car. It just looks cool. Do you really need that? There's an old saying, chrome won't get you home. So keep that in mind whenever you're looking to do upgrades that may only have an aesthetic purpose to your car. So how do I know what kind of upgrades I need? Talk to the people at your track. Talk to the other drivers that are fast, and listen to a lot of them. Listen to what they're saying, see how they run, see what they use. Now, I know a lot of drivers are sponsored. I'm sponsored by some great companies as well. But just ask them about what products they have, what things that maybe they see that you need to upgrade. And do your research, do your homework. What does that upgrade do for me? Is it something I will recognize the benefit from? Is it something that will help me in durability? Or is it something that's just going to look cool? Ask yourself those questions before you spend your money. And to me, myself, if I'm going to make a list of upgrades, personally, number one is tires. You have to have great tires. You have to have your tire game on point. If you don't have good tires, and a lot of the other things are going to kind of fall by the wayside. Your driving has to be good to a point. It's always going to be improving. That's one thing that I wish I could really improve on, and I'm working really hard to try to do that, to driving. So keep in mind that whenever you're doing upgrades and you're looking to upgrades, kind of look at your car and your driving style and ask yourself, what do I really need to upgrade? So that's all I'm going to talk about here on this video. I hope this helps anybody, any of you guys out there. But get out to the track, have a good time. I know I'm usually one of the guys always running in the back, but I have as much fun, have as big a smile on my face as anybody else. So if you're not winning every week, don't let it get you down. Don't feel like you have to go out and spend $1,000 to get up front. You don't. You can still have a lot of fun in this hobby, getting with your friends, getting together and racing. And that's the biggest point I'd like to make to everybody is don't take this so seriously. It's just a hobby. It's just toy cars, and we're all out here having fun. So until my next video, be sure, like I said earlier, like, comment, and subscribe. And drop me some comments. Let me know what you'd like to see on future videos. So until next time, stay at the track and keep running. Thanks.